The emergency stop. This is a good one. So on the driving test, you might be asked to do an emergency stop. The examiner will pull you over before you're going to do the emergency stop and explain that you're going to do that on the next section of road. So they'll say something to you like, I'm going to ask you to do the emergency stop exercise. So drive along in a normal fashion. When I say stop with the command stop, I want you to stop the car as if, you know, in an emergency. Now what you want to visualize is someone's ran out in front of the car. That's a good way to think of it. Someone's ran out in front of the car, ideally someone that you like. That will help you stop a bit more efficiently. So what we're going to do is we're going to set off as we would normally do, and we're going to drive along. And you know, you might be driving on a road where you have to turn left or right. So don't worry if, you know, you have to turn left or right. Just listen to the directions like you normally would. We're going to build up our speed like normal. I try and get into gear 3 as soon as possible, because usually around gear 3 is when they're going to ask you to do the stop. So now you'd be driving along. Now the examiner would do a full round check to make sure it's clear. Obviously I can do that from my position. And then they'll give you the command, stop. You press the brake, you put the clutch down, and you stop the car. You put the handbrake on, you select gear 1. Now you do a quick 360-degree check, make sure nothing's coming, and then you set off again. And the examiner will say, thank you, I will not ask you to do that again. And then you'll just move on and you'll carry on with your test. Now, obviously I'm saying stop and stopping. You're going to be a bit on edge because you don't know when the stop is going to be performed. But don't worry about the immediate reaction. Just make sure that when you do react, you are quick, because they understand that it is a little bit of a weird situation. So when they say stop, you know, you don't have to go immediately slapping the brake on. Try and obviously be as prompt as possible, but make sure you get it correct. The correct way to do the emergency stop, you must put the brake on first. This means that the car is being physically stopped. So brake first, then clutch. Literally split second after, clutch will go down and then you'll stop. So brake, clutch. One of the reasons people fail the driving test on this part is because they either don't look around properly when they've done the maneuver. So make sure you do the 360-degree check. Think of your normal POM routine when you're setting off from the side of the road. Or they don't stop effectively, you know, they coast the car forward, or they don't brake effectively. So good luck, hope that helps. And if you manage to do the emergency stop successfully on your test, then great, and let me know in the comments below. Feel free to like the video, feel free to subscribe to the channel, because there's plenty of stuff on the driving test, including this video, which is the show me, tell me questions. So feel free to check that out, and I'll see you in the next one.